Welcome back to Pulse Television. Katrina here in the studio with Injected with a Voice.
G'day, Matt.
Hi.
What does Injected with a Voice stand for, and how did you get the name?
Well, I came up with the name when I was probably about 13, which is 3 years ago now. There was no real reasoning behind it. It was just a random name that sort of came to me and I like it, and it's stuck so far.
Cool. Last year, you were suffering with depression. How bad did it get?
Well, it got pretty bad to the point where I tried to end my life on several different occasions.
How has music helped you?
Well, music has basically been my voice, my way to express the way I feel. Like, the way I see it, any emotion, you can put that through in a song.
Yeah.
And that's sort of been my way of coping through everything.
How long did you go through depression?
Well, I still pretty much suffer with it now. It's just not as big as it used to be, but on and off for the past 3-4 years.
How has life gotten better? What's
Well,
changed?
I've sort of picked my act up a bit. I got into doing an advanced diploma, basically just putting my life based mostly around music, and it's working well so far.
Go you. So tell me about your album.
Well, I released a 2-track EP back in January. It was a song I created after I broke up with an ex-girlfriend of mine, and that was basically my coping mechanism for that, which ended up becoming quite a good song.
So what are you studying?
At the moment, I'm doing an advanced diploma in sound production, which covers like a lot of different stuff with Pro Tools, and get an advanced diploma, a diploma, and a few certificates out of it.
But what have you got planned for the future?
Well, just to continue doing my advanced diploma, I'm moving down to the Australian Institute of Music in Melbourne for next year, and going to get a bachelor's degree down there and just keep working on some music.
What sort of advice would you give someone who's dealing with depression?
Well, best advice I could give is take support from anybody who's willing to offer it, and find a way to get your emotions heard rather than just keeping it inside. My coping mechanism was music, and best advice I can give would be for somebody to find their own coping mechanism, whatever it may be.
Definitely.
Thank you, Matt, for coming down to the Pulse. That was Injected with a Voice on It Gets Better.
This is Injected with a Voice, and you're watching Pulse TV.